Hey everyone, Kelly here. So dramatic clouds, let's talk about it. I think the number one thing we do as artists is we get too much focus on all of those tiny little details when we're painting clouds. So I did this little one here. I went really loose. I added just a little bit of masking fluid to where the real bright whites were. And then I just used some black wash. It was just about creating some tonal values in here, trying to get those darker colors on the underneath of the clouds. And I think this one turned out really well. It was a super quick one, very spontaneous, and I didn't try really hard. All right, so stick around and we'll take a look at a few more clouds and how I painted them. You would think that these weren't real, but they are. So I grabbed my Rosa paints. I was trying to mix up that corally color, but I didn't quite capture it. It was more on the pink side, but I went with it. And then I added more purples to it and darkened it, just getting, again, making it really super moody. And then I tried this one. This is a night sky. And it was kind of a blah looking sky. It wasn't like super exciting, but I wanted to try to doctor it up a little bit. So I started with those pastel-y kind of colors, and I'm like, it wasn't doing a whole lot for me. So I decided to go a little darker. I did some tipping and some tilting with this one. And I was trying to capture still some of those colors that were in here, but I wanted it a little bit moodier, a little bit more dramatic. Mostly the painting initially was all about just practicing the lights down the bottom of the city, which I thought was a really cool look. But then making the sky super dramatic really made the painting, I think. I'm going to show you a painting here coming up, a very basic sky, not so dramatic like this cotton candy sky or this one. This was our backyard the other day. Can you believe that? Look how still and beautiful that was. And then this one, I mean, with a coral up there. No filter, you guys. This is just the backyard. It was just crazy. I mean, seriously, there's no way I could even come close to that kind of beauty with my painting. So I've been practicing all of these different ones. I was in North Carolina and I was just, playing with the color, playing with my Rosa kit, basically. Looking at skies. I mean, look at that one. Again, just a very sweeping one. This one, again, clouds the other day, which don't happen very often. It's like these wave looking clouds, which are really cool. All right, so I had to put this in here. My husband was watching a turtle across the road, so we jumped out of the Jeep and, of course, helped him across. That's how our day goes. So this is the beautiful day of the day. Look at these clouds. And I just wanted to attempt to get that depth in a quick little tutorial that I did with my watercolor affinity group this week. And I just wanted to share it really quickly here with you. So I did a nice little sketch, and we talked about, like how sometimes we get the clouds wrong. They are bigger at the top and they kind of go smaller as you come towards the horizon line. So I wanted to leave a lot of white in this one, so I did quite a bit of masking on this piece. If I used a bigger brush, it probably would have been a little bit smoother. I am going to use masking tool, and it's adjustable. It's great for like those fine little lines of those clouds that are way off in the background there on the horizon line. It didn't work out as well as I wanted it to on the top area, so I probably would go a little fluffier with that, but I hate to chance or messing up my brush. If you add a little bit of soap to it, that really helps keep them clean. Some of that light blue wasn't quite dramatic enough for the blue that's in there, but again, I'm just practicing. I was going for some of those darker values. I used some gouache. I probably could have added a little bit more blue to that to make it a little bit more softer, but if you're not familiar with doing a lot of these dramatic clouds, just pop in there, give it a try. I mean, this one was super easy. I mean, the most time took really was for the masking fluid itself. So after I removed the masking fluid, I just did a few little details in the water, and I did some trees, and then I did soften the clouds just a little bit because they were a little bit too stark with that, with that line work. But for the first go around, I thought that this one was pretty fun. Give it a try. Feel free to tag me on Instagram. I would love to see how yours comes out, and feel free to use my picture as a reference photo. And I'll put the link for the photo down below in the description box, along with the materials that I used during the demo. Also wanted to give a big shout out and thank you to my new sponsors on Patreon. I just opened it up this past week, so it's super exciting. So thank you, Jennifer, Deb, Felicia, Mary, and Marcella, and Larry, and Beth. And I'm hoping to do maybe some clouds. Let me know if you'd like to see some clouds in our Patreon. All right, I hope you guys enjoy your week. Have a fantastic one. Make sure you take time to look at the clouds, enjoy the outdoors and nature. Thanks for watching, and have yourself a great week.